We are going to be getting a Home Alone reboot this November. Archie Yates, probably best known for his role in Jojo Rabbit, will be playing Max, the main character in the film. A married couple will be the main villains of the 6th Home Alone feature as they attempt to steal back a valuable heirloom from Max. From what we know, the film isn't connected to any of the original Home Alone films and instead will be its own thing. An animated Diary of the Wimpy Kid movie is set to be released this December. It will be more faithful to the book series than its live-action predecessors. Of course, like in the books, we'll be following Greg Heffley and his best friend Rowley, who will have to survive middle school. It's likely, based on the synopsis, that the film will hit on similar beats to the live-action Wimpy Kid movies, but I do like that the film is going to be animated rather than live-action. Hocus Pocus 2 is probably the most anticipated upcoming Disney Plus original movie, as fans have been demanding a sequel to Hocus Pocus for years. The synopsis for the film states that 3 young women accidentally bring the Sanderson sisters back to modern-day Salem and must figure out how to stop the child-hungry witches from wreaking a new kind of havoc on the world. Disenchanted is another very anticipated sequel. It's a sequel to Enchanted, and Amy Adams will once again be returning to play Gazelle. 10 years after her happily ever after, Gazelle questions her happiness, inadvertently turning the lives of those in the real world and Andalasia upside down in the process. Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild will be the last film based on a Blue Sky property. It will be a spin-off focusing on Buck Wild, the comic relief side character from Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs and Collision Course. Sneakerella will be Disney's next original film, not already based on an existing property. It will be a modern twist on Cinderella and will be set in New York City's sneaker culture. Sneakerella is going to be a musical comedy and will follow a group of teens. Let's just hope that it's not full of cringy teenage drama. Next year, we're going to be getting another Night at the Museum film, but this time it will be completely animated. The plot centres around Larry's son Nick, who is hesitant to follow on his father's footsteps as night watchman. We are also set to get multiple live-action remakes to Disney classics, including Peter Pan and Wendy, Pinocchio, Sword in the Stone, Robin Hood and Lilo Stitch. We don't know much about any of these projects, but the only one that I'm personally interested in is the Lilo and Stitch remake, as I'm curious to see how Stitch will look in live action. For some reason, Disney are starting a trend of greenlighting sequels to some of their classic lesser known films, including The Return of Rocketeer, Sister Act 3 and even a new Cheaper by the Dozen film. None of these projects will be released until at least next year, so details are limited, but I'm really hoping that Disney also do a Tron reboot, as the film has the potential to look visually stunning with today's film technology. Spooked will be one of few Disney original films coming out next year that isn't based on an existing IP. It will be a supernatural comedy and will likely come out during October next year in time for the Halloween season. I was so happy when I first heard that Disney were doing a sequel to Stargirl, one of their first Disney Plus originals. The original Stargirl did leave the door open to a sequel, as Stargirl suddenly disappeared, so I'm for one intrigued to see what Stargirl has been up to. I know that many of you have grown up with Rescue Rangers and are looking forward to its reboot titled Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, but personally I'm a little concerned as it's going to be a live action animation hybrid, which is a format that has proven not to work for so many movies such as The Smurfs, Tom and Jerry and Hop. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know which Disney Plus movie you are most excited about in the comment section below.